Most people think prison gangs operate behind bars, locked away, isolated, powerless. But in reality, some prison gangs control operations on the outside, influencing neighborhoods, directing street crews, and enforcing rules from inside concrete walls. How does someone in a maximum security cell control activity on the streets? This is how prison gangs control the streets. When someone goes to prison, most assume their influence ends. But in many cases, it evolves. Prison gangs form around structure, loyalty, and hierarchy. Once organized, they don't just protect members inside, they build systems. These systems often extend beyond the prison yard. Street gangs outside may align themselves with prison-based organizations for protection, status, or connections. In return, they follow rules, and those rules come from inside. How does control happen? Communication. Even in high-security facilities, inmates still have limited access to phone calls, mail, visitors, legal correspondence. Calls are monitored. Letters are screened, but coded language can pass through. Messages may be indirect, vague, layered. Sometimes instructions move through multiple people, inside to outside. Outside to street level, it's not always obvious, and that makes it powerful. In some documented cases, prison-based organizations have required street groups to pay a tax. This isn't random, it's structured. Street-level groups may give a percentage of illegal profits in exchange for protection, recognition, backing inside prison. If someone from a neighborhood gang ends up incarcerated, alignment with a larger prison organization can determine survival. That leverage creates control, because loyalty on the outside becomes safety on the inside. Control isn't always about constant communication. Sometimes it's about reputation. If a prison gang has a history of enforcing rules, that reputation alone carries weight. Street members may follow instructions not because they're being watched every second, but because they know consequences exist. That perceived reach, even from behind bars, reinforces authority, fear, and loyalty can be powerful tools. Law enforcement agencies have spent decades trying to dismantle these structures. Strategies include targeting leadership through RICO cases, restricting communication, transferring high-ranking members to supermax units, monitoring financial transactions. The goal is simple: break the chain of command. But dismantling influence is harder than dismantling people, because once systems are built, they adapt. When prison gangs influence street activity, communities feel it, neighborhood violence increases. Young people are pulled into structures they barely understand. Cycles repeat. Prison becomes part of the ecosystem. And the line between inside and outside begins to blur. Prison gangs don't control the streets with magic. They do it with structure, with hierarchy, with reputation, with communication, and with systems built over decades. Understanding how it works isn't about glorifying it. It's about recognizing how environments create power, and how that power can spread far beyond prison walls. This has been Cold Truth Media. If you found this informative, subscribe for more investigative documentaries. Stay informed. Stay aware.